a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. And the Raging Cajuns will put total leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas A&M's offense will get the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Aggies look to keep this drive humming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Louisiana's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of
turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Corn. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Raging Cajuns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Corn. Still running at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The inside handoff. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Fires to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. They've got the screen set up. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Anderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance, everything their play caller.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up. They just keep firing. Gets it out fast. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Cajuns! Fired in from the red zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 6 over UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snags it quickly on the left. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Allison. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Punt is on its way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cord. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
The Raging Cajuns will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this. But they have to get to work on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by in multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Aggies. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over to they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Yep, got enough space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Raging Cajuns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Back's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll park it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying play action. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Corn. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champions, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Raging Cajuns offense will be first on the attack. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can...
Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gonna look downfield again. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. It's complete. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The play action fake. Fires complete on the crosser. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense drags him down. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Throws to the wideout. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Second down, they'll go to the air. Completes it in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. Just another week in the...
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway and a big play for the defense. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Under fire. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Right down the boulevard. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cajuns.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Slings it downfield. And they can't make the play on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. He's got the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Lost, the defense is wide open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. That should be the final play of the 1st half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Firing to the right, complete. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Raging Cajuns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Going right to work up top. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. All by himself down the middle. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3. Now to see. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in.
There he goes. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just a short pass to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And the Raging Cajuns are on the move. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Zings it complete to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Cajuns! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Pressure coming. The throw. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Going to swing it on second down. He makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the left. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Slips away. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. And this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Raging Cajuns can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Makes the grab. No, he got loose. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Across the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He's inside the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
25.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. Here comes the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance?
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Louisiana! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. The game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.